whether it's upper body day, lower body day, whatever. We start every day with 2 minutes of getting down and getting up. We've gotten up out of bed, but that's not enough. We're gonna get up off the floor. So what we're looking at here is get yourself all the way down, walk it down, and then get yourself all the way back up. And then we like to get a little celebration at the top just to remind ourselves that we're able to do it and celebrate the fact that we are able to do so. So we're going 2 minutes here, just warming up the body. We've got a good upper body EMOM today of some pushing and pulling. And then our opportunity work at the end, a little bit of isometric holds, hanging and support. So a good all around upper body session here today. Obviously afterwards, if you're new here, stick around because the fitness is the first half and then action towards your goal, progress in your life is step 2. So if you're new, join us every morning. Full morning routine session. Once you've gotten up early to get you moving for the day and kickstart your progress over time. So another minute here. You can increase the pace if you'd like, or just keep it nice and slow. We're just turning on the body. You want to start feeling the body temperature come up. You want to start feeling the joints feel a little bit looser and your heart rate elevate a little bit. Breathing and heart rate are coming up. The reason we start with the burpee is because it's essential for human independence, playing with your kids, all the above. And like anything, the more you avoid something, the more you'll limit your capacity in it. Therefore, move it or lose it. We start with burpees. One more. Okay. And then next portion of the warm-up. See on the bottom here, good morning team. Yaroslav, Megan, change your profile picture, equipment, Mr. Terry, and Chris. So we're gonna go with jumping jacks next. If you don't like to jump first thing in the morning, you can go with just a standing march, bringing the knee above the hip. Otherwise, we're gonna get 15 jumping jacks, 15 to 20 maybe. Thinking about taking the hands together overhead and then behind you as well. Bouncing will just jack up the heart rate a little bit more. Get us moving here today. I'm gonna try to get these in order. So we're gonna go with our lunge and twist next. Start opening up the hips a little bit. So come to just a standing stance. You can walk yourself out. Well, I guess inchworm is next. Yeah. Walk yourself out into a nice tight plank position. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the legs, squeeze the abs. And then walk it back up. Uh-oh, get 5 of those. Equipment's okay, the audio's okay. Sorry about that, Chris, didn't you notice? Let's get 5 inchworms. Let me know if it's fuzzy. That right away, didn't you? All right, continuing on. Ignore me. Although if the audio is buzzy, just let me know. We seen Jody this morning. Let's get at least 5 of these inchworms. I'd say you could throw in a push-up there if you'd like at the bottom. We did a lot of push-ups yesterday though, so I'm feeling a little stiff there. All right, one more walkout and then we're gonna hang out in that position. So we'll come out to that plank again, and then from there, take 1 foot outside the hands. You can drop that back knee if you want. And then what you're gonna do Either just hang out there because that's enough, or turn towards the bent knee. You can either just press into it or reach that hand to the ceiling to get a twist. Thanks, Mr. Terry. You can reach the chest down towards the ground and then twist it up. So elbow towards the floor. You can even just hang out down there, opening up those hips a little bit. And then reach. We've been using the lower body a whole lot for the last few days, so we're gonna switch it up, give it a break, and go a little more upper body today. Once you got about 5 there, you can switch sides. Working that elbow towards the floor. And then the hand towards the ceiling. Try to steady the breathing through that. Nice long deep breaths. Right, take your time. It's rare, I think, in our daily lives that we get a full breath in. Oftentimes we're shallow and quick. Try to slow that breathing down. You'll notice that a big inhale while you're in that stretch will make it more intense. Will give you more sensation there because it pushes it out a little bit. So long, deep breaths while we're warming up. All right, now we're gonna hop up to our leg swing. So you can support yourself on the wall if you'd like, or just stand freestanding. Woo, that hip's tight. And we're just gonna get at least 10 cycles of a leg swing. Doesn't need to be crazy intense, especially if you're feeling a little stiff, which I am. Good morning, Ryan. How are we feeling? While we're swinging our legs, chat, let me know how we're feeling. What time did you get to bed? And then on our modified scale of 5 to 10, how are we feeling? With a 5 being lowest and a 10 being the best. I was in bed just before 9 o'clock last night, maybe 1:45. Woke up just before my alarm to pee, which is kind of the norm now. And feeling pretty good, looking forward to the day. The girls are coming into the gym with me today. The snow is melting, we're almost feeling like spring. Say we're an 8.5 already this morning, working our way up. So let me know, chat, what time did you get to bed? And how do you feel? All right, and then the second last one, we're gonna come into our passive squat or paleo squat. 10 hammers. And then what you're gonna do from there is we're gonna grab our toes. 6 out of 10, bed at 10, 15. Oh, Chris. Thanks. Pull on those toes, pull the chest up nice and proud. Take a second there, take a couple breaths. And then we're gonna drop the chin, drop the chest, raise the hips up. Find some hamstring tension. You can pedal it out. And then sit it back down, pull that chest back up. And we'll alternate that for at least 5 reps or so. 8:45, about 7 out of 10. Ryan, still 5 out of 10. You guys still feeling sick? Holy moly, that's been a long one, Ryan. Sorry to hear that, dude. Megan's up and at it. Chris, what happened to the sleep? 6 out of 10. How come 6 out of 10, Chris? Getting a few more good reps there, and then we're gonna warm up the PVC just a little bit. And we'll talk about our EMOM. Don't neglect the warm up. Don't neglect priming the body. We use the term priming the mind, priming the body. It's a Tony Robbins term. Change your state, which allows for a different approach. All right, let's hop up and we'll grab our PVCs here. We'll prep our overhead a little bit. Woo, we'll loosen up the shoulders, especially after those push-ups yesterday. So go ahead and start with a nice wide grip, and then we can just take that stick. Oh yeah, we did push-ups yesterday. Take that stick behind the shoulders, and we'll get some basically just up and down between, like above your head and below the shoulders. Oh, if you were with us yesterday, you're feeling this, I'm sure. The push-ups were definitely the hardest part of that Tabata yesterday. Feel free to go back and give that one a try if you haven't. Feel free to just do the video versus the live stream since it's shorter and a better average view duration. You know, yeah, if you know somebody who's interested in just doing the workout, not yet the whole morning routine, direct them to the videos tab on the channel where I cut out the workouts, and they're just, 10 to 20 minutes depending on that workout without the warm-up and the mental reps and the homework. So it's an easier entry point without doing the whole 5 a.m. routine yet. So feel free to share those workouts around to someone who needs a little more fitness. All right, from there, we're feeling a little bit looser. We're gonna narrow the grip so that it's basically just outside of shoulder width or just outside of the thighs. And we're just gonna warm up our press a little bit. So what you wanna think here, we're gonna be push pressing. We're gonna warm up that overhead position. Pull the chin out of the way, press straight overhead. And what you're aiming for overhead is that the arms are in line with the body and that they're locked out. So I don't want elbows bent, and I don't want that thing sitting out in front. So chin back, press straight up, bring the head back to neutral as you pass the chin, and let's get, say, 10 reps there, and then we'll grab our bars. Or dumbbells. This can be done with a dumbbell or a barbell, doesn't matter. Or kettlebells. Just opening up that overhead position here for a sec. Then I may turn my hat around. All right, so grab your bar or dumbbell or whatever it is that you're gonna use here. Let's talk about this workout just a little bit after I grab a sip of water. It's dry. All right, let's see what we got here. It's a simple one. We're just going back and forth between 2 movements for 10 minutes. I'm gonna trim this beard. Jody, good morning. Did you sleep in? Ready to go. Chest is tight too, yeah, I agree. I'm gonna have to check out the Tabata from yesterday. It was, Megan, it was just CrossFit.com from 2 days ago. Simple, but good. Still getting used to everyday body's a bit beat up and tired. That's normal, Chris, that's normal. Takes a little adaptation period. All right, so let's talk about these 2 movements. Once again, you can go with the barbell or dumbbells. The first one is a bent over row. So the goal here is a nice neutral spine with the back. Arms are long, and I'm just pulling the bar to maybe the belly button or the sternum, letting it relax down fully. You could take it from the ground every time if you want. Just depends on what kind of position you can get into with that neutral spine. But simple, pulling the shoulder blades together, working the muscles of the upper back. And then the second one is a push press. So bars sitting on the shoulders, you're gonna dip at the legs and then drive and press. Looking for a nice tight overhead position, arms in line with the body locked out. Back to the shoulders, dip, drive, press. So we're using the legs here a little bit, but finishing with the arms. This can be done with 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells. Simple enough. So let's go ahead and take a minute, try out some weight on your bar or on your dumbbells, progressively increase the load over the course of a couple sets, and then we'll get moving here. So let me know any questions we might have, scaling options, equipment options. Yeah, for sure. It's rare that I go to a regular gym. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely that type to judge. Take this hat off. If you want, you can always start with one weight and then increase it if it gets too light, or you warm up enough and it just feels better. Megan, my face is very judgmental. I've been told that same thing, Megan. I've definitely been told I have RBF. But okay. Sometimes it's kind of fun. Alright, I think I might start here. And once again, we're only going for less than half the minute probably. You want, I think it says on there 4 to 8 reps. So one kind of short set. Shouldn't take more than 20 or 30 seconds. Lots of rest time, lots of time to change weights. We're close. Check, check, check. That's better. Check. Not picking it up. Check, check. Quiet. Is that better? Check, check. It's like it's not picking it up. Okay, I can hear it at least. Okay. Assuming that's better. So keep warming up if you're not done. Let's do our quick intro, and then we'll get her going here. Once again, feel free to share this. Love to grow this channel. All right, team, here we go. If your upper body feels weak, tight, or just not there anymore, this is how you fix it. Today's about being able to lift, carry, and move without feeling beat up. Today we're going rows, push presses, every minute, simple, effective. Let's go. We'll push the button. Make sure you got to warm up in. All right, so simple today. Every minute on the minute for 10 minutes, and we're going to alternate between 2 movements. First movement is going to be a bent over row or a pendlay row, depending on how you like to do it. So nice neutral spine, hinging over at the hips. Bars off the ground, we're pulling it to the chest. Trying to make contact with the chest, arms long at the bottom. Nice neutral spine, meaning not rounded over while you're doing so. Minute 2, we're going to go with a push press. So bar is sitting on the shoulders. That's loud. You're going to dip, drive, press, finishing with that bar locked out overhead, in line with the body. Back to the shoulders, dip, drive, press. So You want to choose a weight for this. This can be done with dumbbells as well. Single dumbbell, double dumbbell, single dumbbell, double dumbbells. Choose a weight that's going to be challenging for say 4 to 8 reps, and we're going to alternate minutes. So simple as that. Out of breath. We're going 10 minutes. Rows on the even minutes, push presses on the rows on the odd minutes, push presses on the even minutes. Whew. Let's do it. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Nice proud chest, nice flat back. Start with 6 there. Once again, this should be, one kind of challenging set. Shouldn't take the whole minute. We should have some rest built in here. If it feels easy, you can increase the load through those sets. You got 5 each. Push press is next. 10 seconds. Make sure you find that nice locked out overhead position. 3, 2, 1.
So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down.
20 seconds. And we're back to the row. Obviously, I could do this 10 seconds. 5 sets of rows with rest, and then 5 sets of push presses with rest. This way more efficient, more done, less time. There's 7. Whew. Right, if we can choose movements that don't necessarily interfere with each other, like this press or this pull and the press, we can do them back to back and not lose much efficiency on either one. Get more done in less time and get a little bit of a cardio stimulus as well. So, most efficient way of doing it, most effective way to get results. EMOMs. Back to push press. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands and plan your own hands can land your own brand, and damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincing me willing to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour. 7. Take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters, they're just your downers. Whew. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the sure you hit that thumbs up, team. Make sure you've chosen weights that are challenging. Once again, you can always increase them. Some rest built in here. All right, we're back to rows. 5, 3, 2, 1. Woo.
I'm just telling you to fight
There's 8.
but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all want a ring. Yeah, we all
Good job so far. That's halfway.
So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you
20 seconds. Third set of push presses coming up. Make sure we're finding that tight overhead position. Don't let that bar sit out in front, so take an extra second. Get that hold overhead. Like holding your kids up there. 2, 1. Yeah. That's 8. 2 more sets of each team. Great work so far. 10.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy.
3,
Had to
2,
work hard, struggle just
1.
to
Back
be
to the
me.
row.
Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands and plan your own hand, plan your own brand.
Wow.
Damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the
Rough.
hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour. Take
You
a
wouldn't
cold
think that
shower. Scream until you're louder.
something as simple as this would jack the heart rate up so much.
Shouters, they're just young
But here we are.
I swear to God, they all let me down.
That barbell always gets me.
Wear the crown.
20 seconds, we're back to push presses.
Fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work
10.
for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I
2,
wear the crown.
1.
I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen. When everybody wants to be king, yeah, they all want a ring, yeah, we all want to be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a
2 more.
swing.
1 more per movement.
Are you mean? Got some
Let's
scars,
go.
got some needs, are you willing to
Keep it up, team.
I swear to God, they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off
10 seconds.
clowns.
Woo.
We're all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you
3,
work
2,
for it.
1.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God, they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown.
This is a Metcon, holy moly. Who knew? Thought this would feel like a strength session, but I'm out of breath. 1 more set of push presses, team. Feeling it. 10 seconds. Last set. Last set, best set. 5,
I feel nauseous,
3,
believe me.
2,
Never had
1.
a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands, a plan your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in hours it takes to get some power. Don't be thinking sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. All the doubters, they're just your doubters.
Hell yeah.
I swear to God, they all let me down.
Finish up that last set.
Just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns.
Incredible way to start the day.
They deserve it now. It's only worth it if you work for
Give yourself a pat on the back.
It's only worth it if
Great work. Remember, that's efficiency. 2 alternating movements, back to back. You got more work in less time. If you're tight on time, that's the best way to do it. EMOM, AMRAP. Great job. Be sure to subscribe. Join us every day. All right. Still nowhere near Ladies RX. What was Ladies RX? I just realized anyone could jump scare us at that window. At my window? Oh, Ryan, starting light, 20 kilo bar, 8, wow. 25 by 6, nice. Ryan, 30 kilos by 4, we're going up. Woo, excellent. Excellent, all right. Simple extra work today, 43 kilos. 43, 86 plus 8, 94 pounds. That's good, man. Hell yeah, I was 115 there. What did I start at? 6 reps. Worked up to 10 at the end on the push press. Great job. All right, so simple extra work here today. We're going 10 minutes. Kind of as usual. We do a lot of 10 minutes, don't we? Which is okay. And we're just gonna alternate between a dead hang and a support hold. So for the dead hang, simple, choose whatever grip you want, and you can work for however much of that minute makes sense, you know, maybe 30 seconds, maybe a little bit more. You can go palms out, palms in, mixed grip, single arm, feet on the ground, like whatever you prefer. Just opening up those shoulders and letting it dangle. Alternating minutes with, and I don't know if I wrote the hang first or the support first, but whatever. The opposite minutes are gonna be some support. So either on the rings if you've got them, or on, you know, 2 chairs or 2 countertops or whatever you got. And then all we're looking for there is elbows are locked out. If you're on the rings, ideally elbow pits forward. If you're on the rings and they want to move, put a band across them. Don't put your knee or leg in them. Just have the band across. And once again, if you don't have rings, you can set up 2 chairs. We're just aiming to keep the arms straight and support yourself there. So what that kind of looks like here is this. Elbow pits are forward and the body is in a nice tight hollow. And I'm gonna hit that bar, but so be it. All right, so alternating for 10 minutes between those 2. Let's get an 80-pound bent over rows, 40-pound push press. Awesome. Chris, do you have a barbell or are those dumbbells? Might make Ladies RX by Christmas. They're amazing in my box. Yes, it's incredible how much those ladies do. All right, I think we're good here. Let's do it. To start with the hang, yeah, so consider how much of that minute you want to do. And let's give her a go. 10 seconds. We're hanging first. Those straps out of the way. 3, 2, 1. Trying to focus on your breathing. You go in the nose, out the mouth. Try to keep the abs on a little bit as well so the low back is not arched. And you're just trying to stay still, opening up the shoulders, controlling the midline and the breathing. That's 30 seconds. Might go 40 on the hang. And then less on the support, because that's definitely the harder one of the two for me. There's 40 seconds. So get your chairs or your rings, whatever you got for support. We're going in 10. All right, back to support in 3, 2, 1. I guess not back to support. This is our first support hold. Really, really press into those rings hard, or your chairs, whatever you're supporting on. There's 10. Stay tight. Push hard. Keep the chest proud. Ideally, elbow pits forwards at 15. Aim for 20. It's 20. One round down. Dumbbells for the push press, PVC and cinder blocks. Ooh, I like that. Hardcore. I don't have a barbell yet. Okay, that's good. Equipment. Are you my echo? Where's Amelie? Morning, Amelie. All right, so we're back to the hang. Once again, feel free to change up the grips. Right, this is just about building different capacities. So feel free to change it up. You can go palms out on the first one, palms in on the next one. You can mix the grip. 3, 2, 1, and hang. Once again, nice relaxed shoulders. Try to slow down the breathing. Remember, we are here to make progress on our lives every day. That's why we get up early. That's 20 seconds. All right, if you don't carve out the time, I mean, especially if you have kids, that time will be eaten up. 30. It'll disappear. You'll never find the time unless you carve it out, unless you make it. So that's what we're here for every day. Make sure we get our fitness. That's 40. And then afterwards, we make sure that we make progress on our goals. That's 45. So stick around at the end. Make sure you do your homework. 5 a.m. squat club team. 3. Going back to support. 2, 1. Go on your rings or your chairs. Boxes, maybe if you have plyo boxes. It's 10. This one's harder for sure, especially since bar overhead. 15. 20. 25. 30. Ooh. 2 down, 3 to go. Obviously, these are precursors to things like pull-ups and muscle-ups and dips. If you're not working those main components, those kind of foundational pieces, you can be missing capacity on those movements. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Obviously, this is great for your grip strength as well, shoulder mobility, posture, breathing. If you're not hanging, you're missing out. Should be a regular part of our training. Hanging on a tree or the monkey bars or pull-up bar, obviously. 20 seconds in. You want to be able to play. That's 30. This gets harder as we go, I find. Keep it up. Thanks for hitting those reactions, team. That's 40. 45. Good job. That's halfway. Going back to support. Once again, if you don't have rings, you can do this on chairs or boxes or tables. Elbows locked out. 3, 2, 1. Back to support. Once again, if you have rings, your goal is elbow pits pointing forward, palms forward. Press. Those elbows locked. That's 10.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
20. Keep it up, team. 25. 30. 2 more of each. Great work so far. I know this seems slow, but this is real effective stuff. Isometrics are a great way to build support, build strength. 10 seconds, going back to the hang. 3, 2, 1. And try the old mixed grip out. Hey Maple, what are you saying? That's 10 in. Let's breathe. 20. That's 30. Start thinking about your homework, what goal you're working towards. That's 40. No thanks, Maple. No thanks. 45. Woo. Wow, that forearm's getting tight. All right, we're going back to support. Second last one. 3, 2, 1. Pressing up hard there. Keep the abs tight. Butt squeeze. Sort of straight line. No. Maple, no. No. That's 15. 20. 25. Keep it up. Maple, no. 30. Oh. One more round. Oh, the chest is sore from those push-ups yesterday. Feel that in the support as well. Jason, good morning. I wonder why your YouTube... I don't make shorts. That's the problem. 10 seconds. Oh, YouTube's a lot of work equipment. 3, 2, 1, hang. Last hang. And I think equipment, the ones that I have made aren't very good. 10. It's okay, we're just gonna keep doing this and sharing the word, hopefully. Maybe I'll get better at thumbnails and titles and intros and whatnot, but for now we're just gonna keep trucking. 30. But once again, feel free to share this with more people because that's the best way to get it moving. 40. Last hang here, guys. 45. Oh, forearms. Woo. There you go, for sure. 10 seconds. Last support. And we're through it. 5, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Ten. 20. 25. 30. Ah. Woo. Dang, chest. Definitely stretching that out this morning. Oh yeah. Keep going if you're still on your support. Hold that for a full minute. That'd be impressive. Keep it up. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Hell yeah. Who's feeling tight upper body now? Let's go. All right. Let's get the old PVC out again. My chest is feeling very tight. If If that's not the case for you, obviously you can get into any stretch that you want if you're feeling a little bit tight somewhere. But personally, I am very tight across the chest here, so I'm gonna do this again. Just taking that PVC behind, open it up a little bit, and just hang out there. The jumping ones are very well looped. Yeah, I did make those ones for a little bit, but I don't know if there was a good purpose to those equipment. Sorry, Maple, stop please. It's fine if you reuse the footage on multiple re-uploads, tie it in with the different brainstormed titles of your videos. Equipment, you can be my YouTube strategist if you want. Maple, let me stretch please. Please, please, please. I want to just read these things without you. Jody, much steadier on the ring holds today. Hey, it's coming along, right? It's just about practice. I love it. Jody using bands. Ryan, impractical white. Yeah, I noticed that you bought a white t-shirt. I love it. And a cap. I think the t-shirt shipped yesterday. I think the hat shipped a few days ago at Maple. But the t-shirt shipped. I saw that you ordered white and I was like, oh man, stop it. I don't wear white anything. Maybe that's just because I'm on the farm, but everything just gets so dirty. I can't do white. But I appreciate that you can. I love it. That's going to look so good at first. Hopefully you're not as dirty a person as I am, and that thing stays white. Or you just have better laundry skills than I do, I guess. All right, so what we can talk about here briefly is just efficiency, right? Maybe even just talk about effectiveness and efficiency. I remember when I started my, personal development journey, 10, 15 years ago, and I remember listening to a lot of Tim Ferriss. And I remember one of the big takeaways that I remember from him was talking about the difference between effectiveness and efficiency, right? Effective is doing the right thing, and efficiency is doing the thing right. And obviously, ideally, we want both, but, if it's a choice between one or the other, like I want effective. So think about if I want to get good at running, and in order to do that, I play the piano. That is not effective, right? Playing the piano is not going to make me a better runner. The effective thing would be to run. That being said, I can do that in an efficient or a non-efficient way. So running is the effective thing to get better at running. And then efficiency would be, doing it with a plan, making sure that we're not overdoing it and, following a plan that ensures better progress. And then not efficient would be, once a month running until your legs fall off and then repeating every month. So that would be effective in the sense that, yes, you're running and it's the right thing, but inefficient because you're not doing the right thing right. So what we want here is effective and efficient. So effective is functional movements, right? I'm using movements that are real life, that are unique in their ability to produce power. So they're better at doing work. And then ideally we do them in an efficient way, right? The amount of work that we get done in a relatively short amount of time is efficiency. The push press and bent over row combo, call them complementary movements. They don't really deter. One doesn't deter from the other or interfere with the other. And therefore, I can do the two back to back without a whole lot of interference. And also, if I do them back to back, I'm saving time and I get a little bit of metabolic conditioning out of it, which you may have noticed during that EMOM as the heart rate got up as well, even though we were kind of doing strength work. So effective, efficient workouts is our goal here in the morning so that we're not getting up early and wasting our time. That being said, after we're effective and efficient with our fitness training, I want to do the same thing with some progress on the rest of my life, whatever that might mean. So whatever goals you have, just like your fitness, they can be efficiently and effectively worked on as well. And that's why from just before 6 o'clock till just before 7 o'clock, 1 hour, we carve out the time, or we just stack it on top, and that hour consistently over time allows us to make more and more progress towards whatever goals we're working on. So it's as simple as that if you take that hour afterwards, right, you just stack it on top, you take this mental clarity, physical clarity, go grab some water, and then work on that goal for an hour, what you're going to find is over time that you are going to make progress and get to those goals. We got a new chatter. Arinduka de Wall. I'm sorry for butchering your name. Goals are made to be changed. Goals are made to be chased. Yes, sir, man. You're speaking our language here. We are all about making sure that our goals are achieved, or at least we're making progress on it. And that's the reason why we get up early. Because once you have kids, once you've got a busy life, you're never going to find the time. You know, if you're like, hey, I'm going to wait until time comes to me when I have some free time, whatever that means, it's not going to happen, right? You're not going to be able to find, especially consistently. You might find an hour here or an hour there once a week. But if you want to make progress, consistency is the key. And on that note of goals are made to be changed, I don't disagree with that. That being said, if you're not making any progress, you don't ever know to make iteration. You don't know to change because you don't know if that goal is actually what you want or not, because you haven't made any progress towards it. So do that work. And sorry about your name, I'm not going to try it. As that person is chatting, you want to make sure that you're iterating. So I'll use the metaphor sometimes of you're swimming and you're doing the work, but if you don't lift your head every once in a while to make sure that you're on track, then you will end up off track. So iterating, assessing, making sure that you're making progress in the right direction is key, but make progress, right? Moving goalposts as a way to view progressive overload. Yeah, I like that equipment. All right, let's see what we got here from yesterday. Oh, look at that. It is springing. You can see all the standing water there as the snow melts. And the sheep are starting to get impatient, I think, as well. What do you do for a living? Just interested. I'm looking for a career. I'm in college. Don't worry about my name. Sorry. I've been a fitness and health coach for 25 years. I own a CrossFit gym in town, but over 4 years ago or so, we moved out to a farm here because we wanted to control our food, because the food system is a disaster. So we became farmers and we raise all our own protein. But in terms of career, I am still a fitness and health, call it coach, educator, whatever you want. If you want advice for someone in college, is do something meaningful, right? I mean, I'm not going to give you advice on what to do with AI taking all the, engineer jobs and all that kind of stuff. But I will say that, potentially document it, start a YouTube channel, start something that you can document what you're doing and potentially help other people with. But in the end, I'll just go with maybe, I want to say anirud. I'm sorry, I'm not going to try. Something that means something to you, right? Something that gives you purpose. Don't go there to get a job in some company, right? Like the old go to school, get a good job and work there for 40 years. Like that's not real, right? So do something that means something to you, that has purpose, that, you would basically, your kids would be proud of, that you're doing something that, I don't know how to say this, but something that's not typical, that don't follow the beaten path. Find the thing that lights you up and just work towards that thing, whether it's in college or not. Jody, I do college way differently in hindsight. Yeah, I probably would too. There were some things that I learned in university that I use, and a lot that I don't, as in don't go, although I attended before national indoctrination began. Yeah, I don't know if you're in North America or not, but some of the post-secondary education in North America has become pretty indoctrinated with liberal ideology. So depends on where you are, I guess. Here's more sheep, by the way, by the barn. We're almost cleaned up there. I've been scooping a lot of poop out. The girls are walking out to see the sheep, and they're deciding that they all want to run over towards me. Let's listen to these guys so that make them go crazy. Brr. So, all right. As you can see here, obviously, as we're talking about goals and lives and careers, you know, like I've taken the hard route and decided to raise our own food and learn how to be a farmer and raise livestock and make all those mistakes when I could very easily go to the grocery store, as much as the stuff in the grocery store is garbage. You know, don't choose a path that's because it's easy. Choose the path that lights you up. That is the key. So that is, what is it? Wednesday today. Fantastic work, everybody. What's up with your face? Face is all scratched. How's the driveway? It's messy, but it's accessible at least. All right, team. Rugby, hockey, cricket scholarship. Was that you? Oh, you're a multi-sport athlete. I love it. All right, team. Let's give a quick shout out to all our viewers here. Jason was here for a sec. Yaroslav. Arindu Kandewal. That's as close as I'm going to get, I think. Sorry. Ryan, Chris the Tan Man, Jody, Megan, Mr. Terry. Incredible. You guys are fantastic. I love being with you every morning. I wake up and I'm like, but then once we start and you guys are here, fantastic. So make sure you go do your homework, make that progress on your most important goals, improve your lives, have yourselves a fantastic day. If you want to support the channel, join the team or buy some gear on the website. Fantastic. You guys are incredible. Make sure Aniru. Join us tomorrow morning. We're here every day. Peace. Have a great day, team. Love you guys.